Hi everyone, this is Kimberly Gun of Kimberly Gun Music and the Love and Soul Experience, and this is So Exquisite Charleston Magazine.
Be not weary in well doing, for you shall reap if you faint not. Hold on and be strong.
I'm a recording artist, a singer, songwriter. Been singing all of my life since about the age of 4, I would say. And but back in 2010, I took it seriously, doing recording, and came out with the EP. I do from that. I love to write. Writing is so therapeutic to me, so that's where the songs were birthed, as well as blogging. I'm a journalist. I love social media. Anybody in this phase, social media is where it's at. So I love to market, promote, just uplift, support other people, and just really, I think right now my passion is providing a platform for independent artists, grassroots artists, those that are out there doing their grind. You know, they're not necessarily mainstream right now, but you know, they're eventually getting there. And also because I've been married for 11 years to an awesome man called Matthew Gun. We have an awesome ministry that we do, and just basically just providing that outlet for married couples, date night, girls night out, even guys to come and to enjoy it, and the Love and Soul Experience. So that's what, in a nutshell, I do. With me, it comes from like a personal experience or a personal instinct, something that I always desired, because it comes basically from growing up. You know, growing up, it was very one layered. It was strictly by the book, you know, with parameters. And so as I got older, you know, being able to just be free and just explore anything, you know, that's what it was for me. So being multi-layered, for me, the challenge of it is definitely time management. Because you have so many ideas, you have so many aspirations, you have so many concepts, you have so many people that you really want to connect with, you really want to do. For me, it comes like naturally, I would say, because I lived so sheltered. I was so sheltered and restricted for so long. So when I got out, it was just like, oh girl, you could do this, you could do that, hey, you got that, you could do this. And so for me, it was all about being balanced. You know, I think as a musician, as an artist, you have to be relatable, you have to be relevant, you have to be able to meet the people where they are. And living in this social media age, as well as living in this entrepreneur era, I would say, it's so important to be able to meet people where they are. And so in order to do that, you have to think outside the box. You gotta keep it going, you gotta keep it moving. So I would encourage anybody who is trying to be an entrepreneur, you just can't be multi-layered. You can't think of the traditional way. You know, you have to think outside the box. You got to be innovative. And I think that's what it was for me. Because I am a singer and a songwriter, that creative side is always something that I was interested in. And so when I did be able to free myself, because you got to realize, you know, I was a church girl. I went to church and I went to school, and that was it, you know, for predominantly in my life. And so when I got to a point where I realized, hey, that the gifts and the talents that I was given is not just for this particular aspect, but how many people that you can be affected by what you're doing. And so I think that's the important thing about being an artist, being a musician, is that when you're able to go into that creative vein, you're able to see that, you know, hey, it's so much bigger than yourself. So why not reach as many people as you can? What inspires me is, first of all, my faith, my relationship with Jesus Christ. That inspires me. On those days where I want to go, and it seems like it's not coming together, I have to take a minute, stop, and say, okay, instead of making something happen, sometimes you gotta allow it to happen. It goes so much easier when you just let it flow. And so my faith in God inspires me. My husband inspires me, even though, sometimes there are challenging moments in that marriage. Married folk know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? But he is the one that is always behind me, that's supporting me. So having a support mechanism or a support group, that is so very vital in whatever aspiration, whatever dream that you're having, because whatever you allow to feed into you, whatever you put attention to, that's the direction in which you're going. So if you're around negative influences all the time, guess what? Those are dream blockers. Those are faith blockers, So my husband, my family, I love family. I love my people. So, getting around them, because I'm a very type A personality. So when I'm able to, get around people and laugh, I love comedy. I love the Kevin Hart's, the Cat Williams. I love to laugh. I love to have fun. So in those moments where I'm stressed out, my faith in God, my support group, my husband, and then also being able to find those things that I enjoy, that I love. I love nature. Just whatever I'm able to do to kind of take a step back, take a breather, an assessment. I'm also a very firm believer in vision boards, writing down goals. At the beginning of every year, I'm writing goals. Okay, this is what I want to accomplish for this year. This is what I want to do. And every quarter, I go back and I look to make sure that I'm on track with that. So on those moments where it's very challenging, where it's very stressful, where I'm very down and discouraged, between my faith in God, my support group, finding things that I love to do, as well as looking at that vision board, looking at those goals, those are the things that really keep me going. So I think one of the things that allow for those who, I'm going to start over. All right, so my husband and I, we're fortunate enough to be able to do things together. And so I think one of the things that allow us to make everything work is one, really being each other's cheerleader. I think that's the important aspect of it. Being able to support one another, and making sure that whatever his aspirations or whatever he thinks he's got going on, that I'm available for, and vice versa, because that makes a difference. I remember one of the things that you said to me when we were dating, or when we got engaged, was that it's me and you against the world. Right. And so that's has always been our motto. We've always done everything, regardless of who and what is not there. I know that he has my back, and he knows that I have my back. So it's something that we established from the beginning. And I think, and if I'm taking up too much time, just let me.
And I think, recognizing each other's strengths and weaknesses.
That's good.
There are things that I do extremely well, and there are things that Kim do okay with. and so we just try to acknowledge
and
each other's
vice versa, right? I hope so.
Strengths and weaknesses. and so acknowledging each other's strengths and weaknesses, though, for real, is a big part. And giving each other time and space. Because, Kim is a great thinker, and I like to execute stuff and think as well. And so we had to give each other time alone to just process everything, because sometimes a lot of orders and communication comes at once. And then that space, because after we come in from, whether I'm out in the streets, beating the streets, I'm that guy that goes out and just beat the streets, and she administrates and she plans. And when we come back in, we all need our space to kind of just rest and just kind of come back and say, okay, let's pull this together now and look at the blueprint and see where we are.
Yeah. So I think a good way of summarizing everything is balance, and learning how to accept each other's roles.
Definitely.
And I think that's something that we learned over a period of time.
Yes.
It's not something that we easily detected or identified from the beginning. So
and it's definitely not something that we've mastered,
right?
But it's something
Yes,
that we've done a good enough job
it's
to keep
process.
Things going. It's a process.
It's a process, yeah. So that's how we make it work. I think over the years I have evolved or changed as an artist because starting out it was I was still trying to get a chance to know myself, know what I want to do, know how I want to sound, what I want to look like, different things like that. But as age comes and as time progresses and you begin to really understand yourself, and I think the most successful artists are the ones who know their lane. They know who they are. They know what they're good at, and they stick to exactly what it is that they're good at doing, irregardless of what the trend is. And that's the most important thing, I believe, not only as an artist but as an entrepreneur. As an artist, I believe that you have to identify, have your own voice, irregardless of if it's never been heard of or what. Not allowing people to put you in a box per se. And so I think that I have evolved and changed because I got a chance to know who Kim is. You know, life happens. You know, I could go on and on and on about the different stories and the different things that I've experienced. And with those experiences, some good, some bad. But through it all, through the pain, through the hurt, through the disappointment, I was able to evolve as an artist because I was able to use those as mechanism for writing, as well as recognizing what I want to say to that person who might be experiencing the same thing that I just went through. I think musically, just knowing my range, knowing how I want to sound, who my musical influences are, I think those things are what has changed, and becoming more confident, because you know when anything that you just start out, you know, you're trying to test the waters, you're trying to figure out, okay, what is, if this work, if this doesn't work, and whatnot. But like I said earlier, when you find out who you are, find your own voice, find out your strengths, and hone in on that, sharpen it, I think that's where you will evolve and become the person that you want to come. The last 2 years, I can honestly say I really have not done anything. And I think all artists, musicians, whomever, entrepreneurs, I believe they go through a season, or they go through a time in their life where there becomes like self-doubt. You get discouraged, or life just simply happens. And for me, that's what happened. I was very insecure with my voice, or insecure with what I was putting out there to the world, that I kind of took a step back. And ironically, I allowed my business to push me out there forward, and focus on that, because, oh, well, I don't sound like this person, or I don't sound like that person. But you have to come to a point where you realize that carbon copies, other people have already been taken. The only person that you could be is yourself. And once you're able to be you and own your uniqueness, that's what you are able to bring to the table. And so that's what I have been able to bring to the table over a period of time, if that makes sense. So I have a company called the Love and Soul Experience. Love and Soul has been in existence since February of 2013. It is, 2012, I'm sorry. It is 4 years old. It originally started in Savannah, Georgia. How it came about was, it started off as a simple Valentine's Day event. At that time, I had a single that I was trying to put out there, trying to release. And, you know, I wanted to be able to do that, but I also wanted to do it in like a different avenue, or a different way. And so I basically had came up with this concept, this idea of having music, comedy, poetry, and why not put a host in it. And from there, I got so much feedback from the people who attended. It was about started off, I'd say about 80 people. And I got so much feedback from it, and people, because my husband and I, we did it together, and they were so blessed and so grateful by it and so inspired by it. They were like, okay, so when are you doing the next one? Okay, wait, no, okay, y'all got to do this again. So from those feedback and from those responses, that's how the conception, how Love and Soul was birthed. And basically, Love and Soul is that platform for indie artists. You know, being a starving artist, so to speak, out here, or an artist that is just looking for platforms, avenues, places in which you can provide your talent. That's what we're about. You know, we have everything from live painting to live music. We have the comedy, we have the dancing, and we have all genres. We welcome all genres. Our motto is that you love God, you love life, and you love on your community. And so those are the various three aspects of it. We talk about all types of relationships, from our relationship, our faith, as well as our relationship with our significant other, to our homegirl, our girlfriend, our homeboys. And so there have been so many, we've gotten such a good response back from it that it became a monthly event in Savannah. We were voted second best night on the town by Savannah Morning News in 2014. Right now we have on average between 150 to 200 people that are coming every night to experience the Love and Soul experience. And it's a clean environment. You're going to get inspired. We're gonna spark up your marriage. We're gonna give you just life and joy. We love to have fun. That's what it's all about. I'm so surprised at the number of people who are living life miserably, and they don't understand what life is about. That, you know, there's good living, and is, you know, when you're meeting people and when you're connecting, when you have a business and you have vendors and different things like that. We want all of that. And that's what Love and Soul Experience has become. We're now doing a Love and Soul tour. Our first stop is Charleston, South Carolina, and we are so excited about coming to Charleston. We're so fortunate to meet people like the Kimberly Gun, like all of the people around Charleston that has just embraced us with this concept and say, hey, y'all got this coming. Okay, we're gonna do this. Okay, we got this. Okay, we coming. And so we're so grateful and so honored that the word is getting out, that people are actually excited. We have been hitting the streets. We have been grinding since 2012, and so it's refreshing, I would say, to meet people who are just really excited about it. You know, you don't really have to go into depth of what it is. They just like, yo, what? Oh, we gonna be there. And that's the type of environment and the atmosphere that we have with Love and Soul. We've had people that were contemplating suicide. They've come to a Love and Soul experience. They put their knife down at Love and Soul and they walk away free. We've had people who were on the brink of divorce. They have had marriage reconciliation there. We've celebrated people and their anniversaries, their birthdays, so many things. We just want to celebrate life with all of the tension that is going on in this country, between the political election, between the racial divide. There has to be an avenue, or there has to be a venue, an outlet that people are able to exhale and say, I'm gonna chill tonight. Life is good. And so that's what we want to provide for Love and Soul. That's what Love and Soul is about. You're gonna get some NDRE, you're gonna get some jills, some good singing, as well as you're gonna get you're gonna be inspired, you're gonna be uplifted, you're gonna be encouraged. That's who we are. That's what we're about. Where I see Love and Soul going, I see it a nationwide thing. I want it to be international. I want wherever. I wanted to do a city tour right now, starting regional, but hopefully going international very, very soon. I want to have an actual building where we have some good grub, some good food, and my country accent is coming because I like to eat. So I want to have that building where we're able to have people to come, and it just be a sold out event, and everybody just loving life and feeling good. So there are women out here. I just want to send a message of encouragement to that person who is sitting down on that book that they're supposed to be writing, that artist that is supposed to be writing that music, that person, that entrepreneur that may be feeling down on their luck right now. My word of advice to you is to just go do it afraid. Oftentimes fear holds us back, or is one of those hindering forces for us pursuing that dream or that purpose that we've been placed on this earth to do. Just personal experience. I was one who struggled with low self-esteem. I was that person who had suicidal thoughts. I was that person who was very insecure. I was that person that did not know what to do or what they wanted in life. I always had an inkling or feeling of what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to do it. My first advice would be write it down. You gotta write, the Bible says to write the vision and make it plain. And one of the things that any successful person does, a successful entrepreneur, they just start with the first step, pen and paper. Write it out exactly what you see for yourself, exactly what you want out of life. And when you begin to write it out, that's when you'll see things begin to manifest for you. The second advice that I would give is to know who you are. Life happens. We have situations, we have experiences that we go through that try to confine us. Don't allow your situation or where you are, your circumstance right now, to confine who you are. Know who you are, know whose you are, and know that you are one bad chick and you can do whatever it is that you put your mind to do. And that's one of the things that I had to come to grips with, waking up and recognizing, hey, there's nobody on this earth like a Kim Gun, and if nobody can be me but me. And so understanding that, hey, you are a gift, and that if you don't do what it is that you're destined or placed on this earth to do, that somebody's life is literally in your hands. And so it's important that you get off of your whatever it is that you're doing, and just making sure that you go after that. The third advice I would give is to surround yourself with people who you want to look like, or surround yourself with people in which you want to go. It's important to surround yourself with positive people who are feeding you life, not feeding you death. Not the drama, not the people who are always gossiping and got the latest news, or got the latest tea on this person. I'm not about the tea. I'm trying to get the juice. I want some money. I'm about that life, you know. And when you start beginning to align yourself with people who are going where you're going, one, and who are going where you want to go, two, then you'll be able to see yourself slowly getting out of that pit, slowly getting out of that depression that you might be in, slowly getting out of that frustration. The fourth thing is read. The earth, we have been blessed with social media, with Google. When I can't find advice, or when I need advice, or when I don't know how to do something, I'm always studying. I am a student of I'm a student of life. And I believe that in order to get to where you want to go, you have to be able to read upon it. Getting a mentor is important, But I've learned that sometimes a mentor is not a physical person. Sometimes a mentor could come in the form of an article. It could come in the form of a YouTube clip. It could come in a form of Facebook Live. But whatever it is that gives you life and make you happy, do it, girl. You got it. You are the bomb.com. And it's some other little girl that's waiting on you to do what it is that you have been placed on this earth to do. You got this. You can do it. So the next thing for Kimberly Gun is right now I really want to get back to the music. I want to make some good music. I want to make God happy, and I want to make people happy. So I have a single that's coming out, Christmas single coming out called He Is. I'm pushing and promoting that. I have a couple of TV appearances that I'm doing different tours, be it Love and Soul or Kimberly Gun Music. I really want to just hone or confine or what's the word I'm looking for? Not confined. Define more of who I am as a musician, as well as an entrepreneur. I see books in my future. I see blogs in my future. I see a plus size supermodel in my future. I see a mentor in my future. I really have a desire to pour into people who are wanting to break out in this music industry, as well as people who are having a difficult time figuring out what they want to do in life. I love to coach people. I love to encourage people. That's one of the things that I've been placed on this earth to do. And so just doing all of that, TV productions, being an actress, and just starting a family, just being a good person all around, a better friend, a better wife, and just really just being great on this side. I want to be able to tap into every area, every gift, talent that I've possibly been given. And before I leave this side of earth, I want to be able to tap into that. So the future is big, and I'm just walking in it and enjoying the process as it goes. So first of all, thank you so much, Kimberly Bowman and So Exquisite Charleston, for having me today. Want to give people my contact information, find out about Love and Soul Experience, like our Facebook page. We're on Facebook at the Love and Soul Experience. We're also on Twitter and Instagram as Kim Gun Music. You'll be able to find out about the latest information with Love and Soul, as well as Kimberly Gun Music and Love and Soul coming to a city near you. Also, check out our website, www.theloveandsoulexperience.com and or KimberlyGunMusic.com. Thank you all so much, and I hope to see y'all November the 18th.